Hello, welcome back. Proclamation from Kapagahi. Twice Break of the Pale One is their new prophet. Battle in Holberg then. So unfortunately I messed up in this battle. I didn't realize so when we got attacked last time, I could have seen this, but I guess I just didn't pay attention. Patlier actually casts Group Flight. So a lot of his units are actually flying now. So in this battle all they do is they just land on the commanders. And that's that, unfortunately. So all the PD is just wasted, because as soon as the commanders die, all these guys just rout immediately. So, kind of a shame. Yeah, that would have gone a lot better if I'd paid attention to that, because I could have put all those militia right at the back on hold, or even just put them around the center point on hold to guard the commanders. Oh well. So as it is, we only killed 7 things. We did kill 3 sacreds though, so I mean they're the most threatening thing in the army. So I mean that's not too bad, right? It's a lot less than I was hoping for, but yeah. Silly mistake. Now we know. It might actually be quite beneficial if he's doing that as well, since it splits up his force. Gnome Peaks, we got 2 gems. Worldwide event, there's some luck. We finished upgrading our fortress and lost the diseased commander. And yet all the priests in Millgate don't seem to be getting diseased. Maybe there isn't a disease site here, I don't know. Seems very strange that 2 commanders got diseased here and then nothing. Maybe there was an event that caused diseases and I just didn't pay attention to it. I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see next turn. Anyway, this turn. Right, so we got our little stack here. If we hadn't been stuck here calling God, we could have also moved these units to Holberg last turn, probably, because they would have been in a better spot. Also unfortunate. But yeah, we got our stack here. I'm just going to move straight into Holberg now. If these guys go up or whatever, then, well, we'll be behind them, cutting them off. If they go to Bergamum, maybe we bump into them? Or we cut them off? I don't know. Depends how it works. But we'll move into Holberg anyway. Got the guys all the way on the back. They're just around the mages. They're on hold and attack flyers and closest. Hopefully they just hang out there. And yeah, when the enemy army splits up and some of them fly in, we'll just be here fighting them, while the guys who aren't flying sort of slowly walk forwards. Might work out pretty well. Got 2 fire mages doing Barriers of Fire and Warriors of Summer. Also then spamming heal. If we're lucky, maybe we'll get a battle, and this guy will just get healed back up to full hit points. Because he is diseased, but he still doesn't have an affliction, so I'm wondering if he just gets healed in battle, will that, reset him? That'd be good. Earth guy is going to do some Mighty Tough and Steel. Also spamming heals. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We got another guy doing some Healing Haze of Courage as well. So we'll see how that works out. Not sure whether to put these guys on advance and cast spells or not. I guess I'll just chuck summons onto the battle if I don't. Maybe that's fine. That should be okay though if we have a fight. Back in my forts, I'm doing some big mage recruitment now. So in Idbal, I'm getting one of the Callers of Sandy prophecies. That's the one that's Earth, I think, instead of... No, Nature instead of Astral. So these guys aren't very good leaders, whereas the Astral versions are quite good leaders. Well, relatively. So I'm getting the ones who aren't very good leaders in my cap and then not recruiting units, because it's further away. And then in Millgate, I'm getting the ones who are quite good leaders and some units, since they're closer. So, queued up, I've already forgotten the Astral version here in Millgate and the Nature one in my cap, and some units. And I'm also setting 2 of my mages to summoning some chaff for us, so Claymen and Vine Archers. Claymen are Earth, I think. So get 5 Claymen for 2 gems. And then the Vine Archers are... Let's see, where are those ones? Oh, it's an enchantment, I think. Yes, summon Vine Archers. There's 5 plus 2 per level for 2 nature gems. There's also regular Vinemen, which is 12 plus 9 for every extra level for 2 nature gems. So that'll give us tons of Vinemen if we get a big nature caster. Don't really have a big nature caster though. Although it's only N1. I guess if we cast this, it would give us, what's that, 21 Fine Men? Maybe that's better than 7 Archers. I kind of like the idea of having archers. I'm wondering if these guys all have entangling bows is the thing. Maybe I'll cast this once and see what we get. And then I'll switch to just Fine Men since it scales better. We'll see. I'm just going to summon some stuff out of Idbal though. Everyone else is still just calling God. We've got like quite a few people calling God now though, so should have our God back in the next turn or two. Prophet's going to move over to Grey Barrier. He can move where he needs to go after that. And Brightwoods, there's no recruitment going on at the moment, but those 2 cat mages don't come for 2 turns, so next turn there'll be plenty of surplus gold, and I'll queue something up in Brightwoods. Although we don't have a lab here anymore, do we? No. That's right, I moved the mage out. I could move a mage over, I suppose, and try and put a lab up next turn. Maybe this little guy. It would be better to use an elephant mage because they can move further. If we really want this air and earth mage to join us, what would you be able to cast? Might be useful. Probably nothing really. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just use him. He can go to Brightwoods and maybe put up a lab soon. That might be good. And other than that, that's the turn. We'll just try and get some kind of good battle over here. He has another 30 units in his cap. Hopefully he can't just mass units faster than we can. By the way, this thing here, yeah, this was just a random Arkodos Scouts or an empty province and just flipped it. Arkodos doesn't actually have any sort of border with this player, so that's just purple being being disruptive. Oh well. That's the turn though. That's turn 19. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We summoned some Vine Archers and some Claymen. And the nation rejoices. Your Google search history, Shining Boat of Heaven, has risen from the dead in order to kill more heathens. We lost 1 level of air magic. Could be worse. Could be worse. And then 2 battles. One was spied between our god and Lustrand. I think this is just into... I thought it was PD. This is a bunch of Night Reavers, size 1 Berserkers. Dual-wielding hammers into some Great Lions. And a junior Lustrandan naturalist. Very interesting. Whatever that spell effect is, it is making my game lag horribly. Improved Insect Cloud. I need to be careful of that one. Damn, that does brutal damage. Yeah, that was Green Wall anyway. Our god's doing well. And then there was a battle in Holberg. So we moved straight to the farm. He actually stayed here. So we get to have a real battle. We start by doing our buffs. Now at this point I expected his units to start flying at us, but he doesn't cast flight this time, so... Maybe the flight spell needed a gem or something, or... Maybe they're unscripted and they were casting randomly and it hit a new research target, I don't know. But we do lots of buffs on ourselves. But then our own flying units fly in, which is... Not quite what I wanted. I expected there to be stuff on us already. So our cool, how much do you cost? I don't remember how much they cost, like 150 gold or something? 150 gold sacreds are, you know, they're a bit surrounded, it's not great. The rest of our army are fine though. Oh, incidentally, the mage we had that was diseased, this guy, yeah, he did get healed immediately, so... He's back on full. As long as he keeps fighting and healing himself, he'll be fine, I suppose. Our sacreds have died. Goes down to 42 health. He did get the heat aura, which is nice. I see a lot of our guys in the front have fire shields and heat auras and stuff. Pretty cool. The Sacred is holding up surprisingly long time. While we just chew through these units in the front. Ah, there we go. And when they die, they turn into were-rats, which is very cool. Elephants that turn into rats. They have foul bite that causes diseases. Very cool. The rat then dies immediately. He's a rat instead of a cool elephant. But anyway. It goes okay in the end. It is a shame we lost the Sacreds though. So there's Holberg. So, you know, how much you guys? 155 gold, so that's 300 gold. But, well, 310. So that's unfortunate. And these guys are 70 each. 9 of them, so almost 700 gold. That's pretty bad. These things are also pretty expensive though. 37 22 gold units, and 12 22 gold units, and 29 gold units, 12 of them. So, you know, it's also a lot easier for us to keep fighting after this, whereas that was all of his units. For us, that's only about a third of our units. So, on balance, not too bad. He definitely came off worse. That's all that matters. And that's it for messages. So, here's the map now. I think Totis and... who's this player again? Dongbak? I think they've been at war for a while now. I keep seeing this province, like, exchange hands. So hopefully they're just stuck in a war and Argod is just cleaning up Lustrand. I asked Argod if they wanted to stay peaceful, they seem okay with it. I sent a message to Ichan, and I sent him the screenshot of this battle, and I said, hey, I think Patalira just lost his whole army attacking me. So if you want to grab some of his provinces, I don't mind. Maybe we can stay friendly. So I don't know if he's going to take me up on that offer, but, you know, I don't mind someone grabbing some more of these provinces while we try to move in quickly. That should be okay if it happens. Who knows? We got our god back. He is down to 2, unfortunately, but, you know, it is what it is. There is a cool spell he could cast now, I noticed. Enchantment 2, Perpetual Vortex of Shielding. You cast this spell, costs 5 nature gems, and you permanently have Protective Force 15. Pretty cool, I might do that later. For now though, he's just going to head to the throne and site search it, because yeah. Still has a few interesting provinces left to site search, these 3 probably. And then I'll head home and help out with researching. Maybe. I might just search the throne and then come back, I'm not sure. But for now that's what he's doing. It's tempting to have him start summoning Kidnids, which we can do as well, quite easily. Get 5 for 2 water gems, I mean that's going to be great to spam actually. But you know, we can do that later. One difficulty we have is, I've got a bunch of summons now. We've got the Vine Archers, who do have Vine Bows, by the way, that cause entanglement. So that's pretty cool. These are magic beings, though, and we summon some Claymen as well, who are also magic beings. So we're going to constantly need magic leadership to lead out all these summons from our cap. We want to have lots of them. And, you know, our mages only have 20 magic leadership each, so I'm not going to get much research done if I'm constantly leading troops out of my cap with my mages. At the next research milestone, which we'll get next month, we can summon sleepers who are quite good magic leaders. Requires N3 though. So only, well, no one can cast that at the moment, but we might get a mage that can do it this turn. So these guys could potentially have N3, so that's a thought. Anyway, that's what's happening sort of in this area. I am recruiting just a couple of champions this turn, and we'll have the mage here as well. And we're getting the lab down in Bright Woods this month. So we can start recruiting mages out of here as well. So research should speed up a little bit, even if I do move some things out. But yeah, I'll try and keep research ticking along. But I would still like to site search these with my god, if we can. Would really like some pearls, if possible. In Millgate, there are lots of priests here. Oh, by the way, one of them got diseased as well, so yeah, they're definitely a disease site in this province. These guys are going to move out. They're bringing some of the elephants over to Holberg that we just took back. Put the PD up to 10, and I bid on the mercenaries as well. Helmet sappers are up for bid. So I put a bid on those guys in this province, 167, I think. Yeah. So hopefully we have these guys, 10 points of PD, my prophet is here as well, and then some mercenaries. And they can attack some of these provinces. Maybe go straight for Patalira's cap. And the stuff that just fought in Holberg is going to go down to Ionia next, so same stuff. I think what we just killed is the bulk of Patalira's forces, so it'd only get easier from here as long as we keep up the pressure. So let's try to do that. So, yep, attacking Ionia with this stuff, moving to Holberg with this stuff, and bidding on mercenaries. And that's it in terms of aggressive movement. There are some other random red arrows you might be able to see, like one going to Grey Barrier, one to Utavania, one to Sleepy Wolds. They're just our priests walking around. They'll sit in provinces where one day we might put temples down. Grey Barrier is the Jade province that I haven't forgotten about, but yeah, on the back burner at the moment, and Sleepy Wold is the Bone Tribes. So we'll definitely get temples there when we can. I think that's it for this turn though. Glad we got this back and smashed the army quickly, that was good. Glad Toppygog got healed a bit as well. Should probably rename these guys. Might partial actually and do that. But that was turn 20, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We got Conjuration done. We're at 4 now. Not far from 5. 4 has some nice stuff as well. There's Phoenix Power and a big AoE. 15 AoE. Pretty good. We can summon Ogre Mages as well. This is 18 Earth Gems. Only takes E2 to cast it though. And they get us a bunch of paths that we don't have. So that's kind of nice. Air and water and death. Pretty good. Maybe Clayman Sculptors is good as well. I think only my god would be able to cast that though. Unearthed Dungeon in combat, 3 effects. This summons 3 monsters that have the dungeon tag. I'm pretty sure that can include dragons, so that's kind of cool if so. I might be wrong though. It's definitely stuff like gelatinous cubes though. And random less impressive stuff. Send Cave Spider, we could also use that. Let's send 16 Cave Spiders. There's a 250% cast time, size 6 Earth Ellie spell. And then we've also got this national spell, which is Direwolves that have Entangling. Might be kind of cool. The Improved Insect Cloud, which is a lingering cloud that does 1 point of damage constantly. Lots of cool spells in there. We'll try and keep going though. We summoned some Voynotches and some Claymen, and then we moved into Ionia. Nothing here though, just PD. And our mages very correctly choose not to spend their gems, so just quickening themselves. They do heal the diseased guy though, which is nice. Oh, there's that spell being cast. It does lag me. I'll just rewatch that, see how much damage this does exactly. It looks like it's doing quite a lot. Even though it's only... Yeah, I mean, because there's only 1 per tick, but... they're pretty fast ticks. Let's see if my elephants walk through this. It's not too bad if you're moving through it though. Anyway, there's Ionia. And Ebis, we got a nice event. The tax collectors did a magnificent job. 950 gold. Thank you, tax collectors. So here's the map now. Aichang gave me absolutely no indication of whether or not they would actually attack this player. So, just going to take this province instead. I guess they don't need a border with them. And this is the safest province for me to attack next. If I push any further on, I can get cut off. This keeps me adjacent to 2 friendly provinces. I'll just take this one next. I'm going to build up some more stuff, so we've got 5 more elephants coming. We've got the mages though, we now have our prophet and a priest as well, just, you know, the priest just wants to hang out. That's fine. I can pass these units off to my prophet, who's a much better leader when he arrives. So that's also quite nice. Otherwise, spells are the same. Although I suppose I could change that now that we've got Conjuration 4. I could spam Vine-Weaving Direwolves, which I think might be quite cool. Or Insect Cloud. I mean, it's set to do heals, which I do quite like. But the guy who's doing Healing Haze of Courage, I mean, maybe he can just do some... Well, he could start with... You know what, let's alternate. Let's do Healing Haze of Courage, and then in between we'll do the vine-weaving direwolves. Why not? That seems nice. I'm pretty sure they're going to cast vine-weaving direwolves off script anyway. But yeah, we'll insert a few into the explicit script. I'm happy with that. But we'll move into Monobo next, and yeah. There is a little palisades here. I might try and put that under siege. We did not manage to recruit the mercenaries, unfortunately. I did start this turn with a lot of gold, though, from that event, mostly. So, Millgate, we've got a... I'm going to queue up a wizard this time. Get some more wizards in. It'd be nice to have some water mages. Although, yeah, we could summon some ogre mages pretty easily. But whatever. I'll queue up a wizard. And some units. In Idbal, getting another... I think it's a nature version, yeah. Big nature mage and a ton of elephants. Brightwoods, I've also queued up another big nature mage. I'm hoping to get an N3 so that we can summon sleepers. But yeah, that would be nice anyway. Also got enough gold to start a temple somewhere. I think I'm doing this one. It's just the safest province, so the least likely to get burned down. And that's fine. We do need some stronger dominion to use that global I'd like to cast, so yeah. All these priests are just kind of in position, ready to... yeah, I guess I could have them all just site searching for H1 sites. That's fine. My god's doing some site searching in Hainafi this turn. I might search Bog of Beasts then, or maybe I'll just go home and do research, I'm not sure. It would be nice to start using his inspiring researcher ability. But fingers crossed we find some nice sites on this throne, that would be good. Some other little arrows around here. This guy has a disease, so he's going to head to the front lines so that he can fight and heal himself. Seems to work fine. And here is the Caller of Metaphysical Prophecy that we've recruited this turn. He's N2, which is funny because if he was the mage that comes with nature, that means he would be in a nature 3 mage, but he's not. He's the one that comes with Astral. But whatever, it's still pretty cool. Think that can make Moonvine bracelets? Probably. Anyway, he's going to move out of this disease province site thing and go to my cap and pick up those units that are getting recruited. So that's fine. Did any of those units that we just recruited come diseased? No. Also, you know, got lots of units ready to get led out as well. The other mage we recruited. That's so funny. So this is the nature version and he came with S2. So if they'd been reversed, we'd have an N3 mage and an S3 mage, which would be cool. But instead we have an... I mean, I guess this guy can also make Moonvine bracelets, you know, that's something. Yeah, he can also lead lots of magic beings though, which is, yeah. So he can lead out some of these vine men and clay men and stuff. That's so funny that we got the exact reverse of... Yeah, anyway. I think that's it for orders. Nice to be able to do so much recruitment. Research is a bit slow, I guess, 100, but yeah. We're getting a mage out of all these forts. And they all take 2 turns, so next time we should have lots of gold. So I can do another temple. I guess I could move this guy over to here and put a lab down next turn. So that we can start recruiting Jades as well. Probably not a bad idea. I think he does the least research. 8. Not a huge difference. In fact, that takes us exactly to 600 research next turn, so... Perfect. Anyway, that's it for this turn. So that was turn 21. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.